Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to start off with using a spoolie to brush through my eyebrows, make sure all the hairs are where I want them to be. That way I can go in with the brow pomade and start filling them in. I'm going in with the Tattoo Studio by Maybelline, and I believe it's in warm brown. Let me check on that real quick. I'm using it on an angled brush, and I'm going to start with drawing the bottom line of where I want my eyebrow to be, and then I'll start filling into the top. Yeah, it's their brow pomade Tattoo Studio in 380 deep brown, not warm brown. I'm just going to fill them in with small hair-like strokes and also some longer ones. And I'm just going to keep filling in until I'm happy with how they look. And please excuse my skin. It is very congested right now. I have a bunch of breakouts and my pores are absolutely terrible. Oh, and also when you're doing your brows, make sure to just keep brushing them out as you go if you're using a pomade. That way it doesn't get really built up in places and you get an even application. And if you go with your brush vertically at the front, you can make small hair-like strokes to make them look more realistic and not so drawn in. Alright, now I've applied some tape along my lower lash line and going up, following that same line to my eyebrow. And I'm going to put some BB cream on my eyelid just to give something down for the eyeshadows to stick to, since I don't have an eyeshadow primer or a concealer. Wouldn't recommend this. It was a little oily, but it wasn't terrible. Oh, and it's a BB cream by Maybelline. It's also what I used all over my face today. Alright, next I'm going to be using the Morphe M433, and my first shade that I'm going to go in with, which is going to be my transition shade, is Orange Soda by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Could not get my camera to focus on it for the life of me. But I'm just going to take this from crease to all the way to the inside of my inner corner, and I'm going to put this in the crease and above the crease just to give the eyeshadow some warmth, and so the other shades that I put in have something to blend over. I left this mostly in real time so you can see that eyeshadow doesn't just happen in the blink of an eye. You really have to work on it and blend, blend, blend. It takes a lot of practice. Still blending. Alright, next we're going to go in with Creme Brulee, and this is by Makeup Geek. I'm going to keep this a little bit lower in the crease just as a, I would say like a soft taupey brown, and just another shade to kind of break up all the colors that we're going to be putting down, and just to deepen it a little bit. And if you see me peering off to the left, or the right for you guys, I was shamelessly watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, so please don't judge me. And if you hear snoring right now, I am so sorry, that is my cat. Still blending. Okay, the next shade I'm going in with is Fudge by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is going to be when we start to really deepen the crease and the outer corner. Excuse me, sorry. I'm going to start with just putting it in the crease, making sure that most of the color is on the outer portion, but still bringing it in slightly. And you'll see here in a minute that I do start to put more product to make it darker. It's always good to start out with a little bit because you can always build up. Keeping up with the Kardashians, sorry. So I'm going in with more to deepen it and still trying to keep it pretty low so you can still see that first shade that we applied. And you can always go back in with your first shade that you used to lighten it up a little bit if you think you brought the darker shade up too high. Okay, with the same Fudge, I'm going to start packing it into the outer V of my eye, because I'm going to take this across the outer portion of the lid at an angle, and it's going to meet up with the foiled shadow that we use here in a little bit all over the lid. I'm sorry if you can hear the AC now. But yeah, you're just going to keep adding extra pigment, packing it down, and then blending it out. That way you get the most color. And remember, you can keep going in with that first shade if you think stuff's getting too dark like I am right here. Alright, next shade I'm going in with is Noir by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is black, and we're going to make it really dramatic and smoky. I'm looking for a brush apparently. Alright, now we're just going to start packing this on to the outer V like we did that last shade, but we're really going to get it nice and dark. And don't ask what brush this is. I've literally had it since middle school. I know it's an old Revlon brush, but like, that was probably 10 years ago, so I don't know what it was called. Here's what I'm talking about, the angle I'm going at. And then we're going to take the shade into the crease as well, but not as much as we did the other shade. And don't forget, you can still go in with your first shade or that dark brown that we used and add as much as you'd like to make sure it's blended to what you want it to be. Alright, now we're going in with the star of the show. This is Steampunk, and it is by Makeup Geek. And the camera just doesn't pick up the color as much as I wish it could. On camera, it looks pretty, but it kind of just looks like a brown shimmer. But in person, it's a bronze color, and you can see like the deep green undertone to it, and it's got red shimmers in it. It's so much prettier in person than I could catch it on camera. But I went in with the brush first, and it wasn't putting as much pigment down as I'd liked it to, so I'm going in with my finger now to really pack in the color on the lid, and then I'll go back in with the brush to make it more precise. You can also wet the color on your brush to make it a little bit more shimmery. Now I'm going in with the brush that we used with the black, and I'm just going in the crease to try and blend the colors together. Now I have my brush wetted, and I'm taking the color back onto the lid. And now I'm blending the edges to make sure that there isn't a harsh line. And now we're going to take the tape off and pray to God we have a straight line. Yes, that's the first time I'd ever used tape before and I loved it. All right, now the camera wanted to focus, so we're going in with Creme Brulee and I'm just using this flat, fluffy brush. And I'm taking that along the whole lower lash line just to have something to blend on top of. This was the second color we used on the top of the lid. Now we're going in with Fudge, and we're going to use a little bit more, a little bit more of a precise brush, and we're gonna put this all across the lid. No, not the lid, the lower lash line, sorry. It's been a while since I've done a video. And now we're taking Noir on an angled brush. This is supposed to be for, I think, eyeliner or brushes, but it's just too thick for either of those for me. So I like using it to apply a color to the lower lash line that I want right in the lashes. And I'm trying to connect the line between the lower lash line and the lid. So that's another good use for this brush. And now you can't see what I'm doing very good, but I'm just using that black shadow on my inner waterline because I can't wear eyeliner. It makes my eyes water too bad. Okay, now we're going in with Gala lashes, and these are by Kiss. They're some of my favorite dramatic lashes. Can't get the camera to focus still, you know, I'm a great booty guru. And now you're going to watch like a minute-long struggle of me trying to apply these lashes. So enjoy my pain. All products used will be in the description box below, even my face products. I don't show what I do to my face, but I will still have it listed in case you're interested. Went and got my tweezers, and I think I finally have this lash on now. And that was struggling on my good eye, so you can imagine how the left eye is gonna go. Watching the Kardashians. Good job staying in focus in camera. That's great. All right, here's the real struggle lash. I got glue all over the lid, could not get it to stick. The inner corner will not stay down for nothing. It's still driving me crazy right now, and it's been like an hour since I recorded this video. Still struggling. All right, once you've let them dry for a little bit, I do like to go in and curl them so that I can get my lashes to mix in with them. I have very messed up eyelashes. My left eye likes to really curl up at the outer corner, so it's hard to get mascara on them. And then my right eyelashes all flare to the right, so they don't ever really mix in with the falsies, but you know, I try. And this mascara is not very black, it's more gray. Also, hate my lower lashes. They're very long and very sparse. I usually don't apply mascara, but for such a dramatic look, I figured I would, so it's not so unbalanced. Alright, next I'm going in with the NYX Butter Lipstick, and this is in the shade Boardwalk Promenade. It's one of my favorites. It's pretty pinky, so I try to go in with my finger and tap it a little bit to try and get some of the color off so it's not so pink, but I do think it still looks good with this look. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. I hope you learned some new tips and tricks. I hope you like the eyeshadow look. Wish you all could see it in person because it's much, much prettier. But I still like how it turned out. I think it's very pretty, very dramatic, very good for a date night, might I say. No, I don't have a date. But anyways, I hope you guys liked it. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what kind of look you want me to do next. I will have all my socials linked down below, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, and my Facebook page. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me there. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!